Okay, first off, congrats on being named the assistant manager for the 28 plus Metro West All-Star team this season. What is your reaction to being named that and then being with Chris Curry as well and kind of co-managing the team?
Well, thank you for having me. Yeah, Chris is a good guy. He's also the commissioner of our league, and our two teams have squared off in the finals the last 3 years of our league. Um, and It's always a good game when we play those guys. So we split our head to head this year, so it's pretty exciting when we play. Yeah, it's an honor. I'm assuming just because finishing second last year and being in the at the top of the leaderboard this year is probably why they did it.
Yeah, fair enough. And of course, you have four All-Stars joining you with Andrew Quinn, Mark Keller, Joff Smith, and Quinn Moynihan, if I'm saying those names correctly.
Yes, yes,
Um,
exactly.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So, for those unfamiliar with your team, can you talk about how proud you are of them, and how important they are to the overall success of your team?
Well, it's a really good group of guys. There are easily three other people that were well qualified to be all stars this year. The two Scafidi brothers, both tremendous players, um, and some others. Um, the guys you mentioned are all stellar baseball players. It's a lot different. People when they hear you're an adult, they are assuming you're talking about softball. It's like, no, this is fast pitch baseball. This is the real thing. Wooden bats, metal spikes, the whole bit.
Okay. And is there anything specific about any of their games that kind of stand out to you? Because obviously they've been picked for this All-Star team for a reason.
Yeah. Well, Andrew Quinn, he's every year a candidate to be the Cy Young and MVP winner of the league. Quinn Moynihan has joined us the last few years. Is a tremendous player at any position. One of the best hitters in the league. Um, Mark Keller is just an awesome addition to the team. Tremendous speed. Um, Literally a five-tool player as well. And then Joff Smith has been in the league a while. Um, Again, college ball player, infield, outfield, pitch, whatever you need. All these guys are really great. It's really what makes our team is the diversity, where many of the guys can play multiple positions.
Okay, and then one name that's not on there, but I want to make sure I give props to is Matt Dictato. I don't know if I'm saying his name correctly,
Yeah.
but he won Pitcher of the Month last month. 2-0 record, 13 innings pitched, .54 ERA, 11 strikeouts. I mean, the stats, I could go on and on. But in your own words, why is he so important to your team? And are you surprised that he won Pitcher of the Month last month?
No, it was a well deserved honor for him to get that award. He is just a great pinpoint accuracy pitcher, good movement. He works hard in the off season. Um, well deserved pitcher of the month. He was coming off an injury, came in over this past weekend in a close game, and really did a wonderful job in an inning of relief work. So yeah, he's a nice addition to the team, and all looking forward to beating the Orioles this year in the finals if we can get there.
Okay, I definitely want to get back because I have a question about that. But before we get to there, with the All-Star team that you obviously are going to be on, are there any players on the opposite team, the 38 plus, that you're looking forward to competing against, or managing against, I guess, and why?
Um, well, there's a number of players that play in both leagues. Just to speak to their talents, every year that's a good group of people. No one in particular, but there's four or five guys that you know who they are when they come to the plate or when they take the mound.
Okay, and then on your team as well, obviously in the 28 plus Metro division, do you have any players not on your own team that you're looking forward to playing with or managing, and why?
Um, well, one of the best players in the league is Chris Buckley. We talk about five tools is not enough because he has six or seven. Member of the Red Sox, tremendous human being, tremendous player. Um, he's just one guy, but there's a number of the players from throughout our league. I could go. We'd be here for a long time. There's a lot of good ball players out there.
Speaking of your team, you guys are 12-2 on the season, number one seed in your division, and started the season off by winning six straight games. So, what's been the secret to your team's success, and how do you keep it going heading into the playoffs and going on a championship run?
Um, well, it's a very close group. Um, you know, you, it's so different. Is all of us paid to be here, and we see these athletes in the pros that are they don't want to play or they don't want to do something that they're asked by the manager. That just doesn't exist on our team, and I would say overall in our league, frankly. Um, I'll give you an example. We just had a tragedy on our team. Sims Highs, one of our players, he's a legacy in this league, had moved up many years ago from Louisiana to Massachusetts. He lost a daughter. Um, Anyone who loses a child, she's 19 years old. And it was just incredible. Our team took up an entire pew at the services. He left in the middle of our game. She was having a medical crisis, ended up passing away. Literally, our whole team was at the game just to show how close we are. Many people were there. They couldn't believe that we all came, and we were just, you know, of course we were there. He's a brother. He's one of our friends and a very special person. And all of our team, when we played the Orioles, both teams wore, she liked Hello Kitty, and both teams put Hello Kitty stickers on their batting helmets. And Chris Curry actually decorated the dugout with sunflowers, as was one of her favorites. It just goes beyond the game, and it was a very special moment. We had a moment of silence before the game, and Nick Rotolo, one of our players, said a few really wonderful words, inspirational. So sometimes it goes beyond the game, but yeah, we're a close knit group.
Well, it sounds like you guys are very close knit. Obviously, that's a great example of that, and it goes obviously beyond baseball. But do you guys have any other examples of team bonding that you guys do, that kind of helps make that group so close? Any traditions or things that you do outside of the field, that kind of help make the group closer? Obviously, the funeral is one example of that. Obviously, a more serious version of it, but do you have any other examples of that? And yeah, anything else you want to speak of that makes your team close?
Yeah, I would say we have a tradition. It's called Cards for Cards. It's where the Cardinals, excuse me, we'll get together at least once a year, play cards as a team. Someone will host it. We'll do we'll do some charity things that I won't speak of. Most of us will play in the ALS 100 inning baseball game, which is Columbus Day weekend. Many of us, it's our league is involved in it. Many of the players on our team will go and will spend 100 innings in a row. Starts Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, finishes Sunday, usually by about 2 o'clock. Um, and there's donations anytime there's a charity or an event, a GoFundMe. Our team is incredible. There's a lot of giving in this group.
Okay, fair enough. And yeah, that was gonna be my questions. Is any other tournaments that you guys are part of? The 100 innings obviously is a separate event, but are there any tournaments like the Cape Cod tournament that you're a part of, or that your team's a part of?
No, but many of our players do play, and Chris Curry tries every year to poach some of our players for his team. But I don't like him to spend that much time with my ball players. So I'm not a fan of them playing for him because they might enjoy that Orioles uniform.
All right, fair enough. Back to your team. Of course, you guys are also second in the Metro West Division in team ERA, first in hits, first in runs allowed on the pitching side. So, what makes your pitching such a tough opponent to face?
I think you have to in some ways go back to Andy Quinn threw a perfect game earlier this year. At any level, that's an incredible feat. Mark Cullen is a legacy player on our team. He's a catcher. Calls a great game. He's a brick wall back there. Nothing gets past him. Um, Tremendous clutch hitter. Good all around guy. Phenomenal basketball player. I could go on and on about Mark Cullen, but it's like that with everybody on the team. I mean, name a guy, and I could tell you something special about him. It's really. I look so forward to the games on Sundays. It really does. I'm always just disappointing when the season ends.
Hmm. And kind of looking back at the season so far, do you have a favorite moment or a signature moment, or favorite win that kind of sticks out so far?
um, Probably. There are a few. We always enjoy playing the Red Sox. We just had a doubleheader with them this past weekend. Game that I think went 10-9 or something like that. Just nobody wanted to lose. It just each team just kept coming back. Um, that was special. It's always fun to play them. It's always fun to play the Red Sox. There's a few teams we haven't faced yet that we're looking forward to. I guess just one that we haven't faced at all yet. But no, it's great to be out there playing baseball. It's wonderful.
Okay, and then obviously, just looking at the website, you've been with the league 11 seasons, if I'm correct. Sometimes the website's incorrect, so that's why I just want to clarify that. Since
I didn't think it.
2014-ish.
Yes, I think so. I never let the guys forget that they have all-time league stats, and I always tell everyone that it's fun to go look at that. It's nice when you've played for a while. It moves you up on the list of a number of categories. But no, it's a great league. It's well run. Props to Brett Rudy and all of the management of the league. Um, they do a really good job.
Okay, and then just kind of based on that, do you have a favorite memory just overall from your career?
um, Probably the Hello Kitty stickers for Ollie.
So the Metrowest Orioles are currently second in your division, and have won the last three division titles, including the last two against you. Are looking for a four-peat, which is pretty rare. So how does your team plan to stop that historic feat, and what will be the biggest key to successfully doing that?
Well, I think there's a couple things. Jeff Scafidi broke his arm pitching a number of years ago in the playoffs. Um, 2 years before that, we had another pitcher literally snap their arm while pitching. Both of those curtailed our playoff runs, with due respect. This year, we're trying to make sure we stay healthy um, and look forward to battling the the Orioles. In my opinion, are actually in first place because we have two losses; they only have one. But the way the league goes, it goes by win points. So theoretically, we're in first. But it'll come down to um, we have one more meeting with them, which could potentially decide who wins the regular season. But it always goes down to the playoffs. Both of us have now clinched the playoffs, so we know that we've made the playoffs. But there's good teams: the Nationals, the Mets. I mentioned the Red Sox. This league is not over yet. So you see who gets in the final four, and then it'll be a tough series in the first round to be able to get to the finals is difficult to do.
Okay, and then final couple questions. So, finish this sentence. The Metro West 28 plus All Star team will win the All Star game because.
Um, it's a good question. It usually comes down to pitching and defense. So I would say is better defense would be the reason. I think the defense in our league is special.
Okay, and then for your team, the Northborough Cardinals will win the 28 plus division championship because.
Well, you mentioned Matt Ducato and I mentioned Andy Quinn. We can pitch, and everybody in this league can hit. So if you get a good pitching outing and you play good defense, it usually leads to championships.
Okay, perfect. And then I'll let you have the final word on this. But for anyone who's watching or any fans that might want to come to games, why should they come to BMBL games or even Cardinal games? And what can they look forward to?
So on the website is the schedule, and it has the locations. Our home field is Algonquin Regional High School. They do a great job. There are two fields there that I think are really two of the better fields in the league. The Nationals play at St. John's High School. Great facilities there. There are a number of guys that have good fields, but um, the website will show you where the games are. There are good players throughout the league, and we always see when we play the Orioles, it's quite a turnout of people that like to come, and they'll set up the chairs and the little pop up tents and enjoy a Sunday of watching, as we say, as my children say, old man baseball.